No sign yet. Sometime in the next hour, big red shiny tractor will be coming down my drive. Morning world, welcome to Friday 12th of August, another blisteringly hot, dry day. I've just watched Mr. Cornock's video with reference to his maize, and I understand his concern. Although he had a hell of a crop of grass on his first cut, or was it second cut silage, he needs that maize to see him through to the end of housing season next year. So yeah, a problem. So I am hoping that we're okay. I've got 3 bays full there, plus that left over from last year, plus another 16 to add to that, which I intend to fetch back today. Just had a chat with Reg on the phone. He finished combining yesterday, 10:30. They started at 5 o'clock yesterday morning because it was so blooming hot. Finished combining yesterday at 10:30. He now wants to put some of his gear away, and what he'd like to do is put his trailer in our barn over there. Well, that kind of works out all right because I want to get our trailer out of that barn over there so we can put one in, take one out. And I think what we're going to do while we're over there is go and have a look at the 3 pieces of grass that we're looking to plough up this year. We have plans to put 3 of our pieces of grass. That's not the best grass on the farm. It's got some dock in it and a few other weeds, bits and bobs in it. But the idea, we were going to plough it up and put it into wheat. But I said to Reg, what's the latest we can do that? How long can we leave that? And is there a chance we can get a second, if we get some rain, can we get a second cut off those 3 pieces? We might only get 20 bales off the lot. That might be all we get, but that 20 bales might be a lifesaver or a huge difference to either us or a mate. So it's going to be ploughed up anyway. It's just a case of, can we delay tillage? It might mean we alter how we were going to do things, because I think the original plan was to spray it off, flat lift it, do a deep pan lifting exercise, and then just disc it. So I wouldn't say minimum till, but kind of minimum till. We might have to change that over to actually, if we leave it late, to spray it off and 2 weeks later plough it. Just turn the lot over. That might be the way we do that. There's no problem. Either way work. It's just that the first way, the minimum till, is kind of more politically correct and acceptable. I don't mind ploughing it. As far as I'm aware, it's not been ploughed for 40, 50 years. So I think ploughing something every 40, 50 years is not going to be a heinous sin. So, and it might mean 20 bales. It might not. I mean, we might get over there today and find there's actually no grass on it and there's nothing to take and it's not worth it. Because the way I look at it, it's 14 acres. If I can't get 20 bales off that 14 acres, it's kind of not worth the effort. It needs to have enough to make it worthwhile doing. So, right, anyway, so I think, have enough. We've got all that, plus what we got in that shed there, plus another 16 to come over, plus the khaki stuff that is actually about 4 years old. I've been umming and ahhing what to do this for a while, and my brother actually said to me, when I spoke to him on the phone, he said, why don't you just take that old stuff out and put it on the golf course and open it up and let them pick it over. Well, at the moment, cattle won't be that fussy. And what have we got in here? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, there's about a dozen there. So, and it will be mostly rubbish. Yeah. Oh, he's hard. He might be all right. Yeah, 1, 2. The ones at the back might be okay. They might be sort of 50% of what's in there edible. And what's not, well, I want to clear this space anyway. This is a muddle up here. And one of the reasons the muddle's never been cleared is because the bales are in the way. So, yeah, we'll take them out. Cattle can kick them about, eat what they want. What they don't eat, I'll spread about even more, and then maybe we'll run flail over it or something. I don't know. We'll probably put these underneath the trees out the back there. So to be honest, I won't really have to do anything. You know, they'll just disappear. Right, okay. I was thinking about putting that link on the shredder, but I've had a better idea. So I'm just getting ready. Just spoke to George, and the tractor should be here within half an hour. I could put the drone up now to catch him coming in the drive, but I've only got 25 minutes of battery on there. And the law sod says that I'll have to land it just before he gets here if I launch it now. So I won't launch it now. We'll give it another 10 minutes.
I was always inclined to make history, but I never really had the time. Spent my life living dangerously, never worried how I'm getting by. I'm out here working, trying to do what I can. I'm out here sweating, dripping blood from my hands. Doing what I'm good at, just doing what I'm made for. Just doing what I'm good at, just doing what I'm made for.
Yeah, I'll push it out, and then we'll be able to turn it off then and fold it over.
Yeah. Health and safety, yellow wellies and all that. Yeah.
Say about salesman getting his hand.
Well, after Marley helped me strap bales down, you know, someone's got to get their hands dirty. So.
What small that Brian. Proper down, push it out. Turn it off there, please. Assistant. See these nice clean hands, Ian?
Oh.
Oh dear.
Hey.
The things we do. One pin out.
You got it all dirty now.
Slides out the way. Then we got the storage just in here. That one slides out.
One pin back.
Yellow so you can see where it goes, so you can see your hook. Easy as that. This one goes back in the storage. Tighten that up so it don't drop out down the road.
Yeah, let's not have it dropping out down the road. That would be a bad thing. So.
And that's ready to go.
Right, lovely. Look at that.
Nifty stuff.
Yeah. Actually went in quite well because when I had the blue one, that was refusing to lock in properly.
Oh, was it?
I don't know if there was some dirt in it or some old grease or well, it shouldn't have been, but
yeah, it's designed to automatically lock in as soon as you lift it up.
yeah.
And then just lower the link arms down a little bit just to take the pressure off your arms and all the weight's then being carried on the pin then.
Right. Okay. Right then. So we'll start properly then, shall we?
So, Ian, how do we want to roll with this?
Well, this is as much horsepower as I need. So 125 day to day up to 155, isn't it?
That's right, yeah. So transport, hydraulic, PTO work, you've got 155. on tap.
Yeah.
It'll only put the power on as and when you need it. So the idea is it's using minimum power possible to save you as much fuel as possible.
Okay.
That little whirring noise is the AdBlue being pumped back out the pipes.
Yeah.
So if it was going to get to like -degrees,
Yeah.
there's a chance that the AdBlue could freeze in the lines.
Oh, right,
So
okay.
it pumps it back into the tank.
Yeah.
Once it's back into the tank, then there's actually a heater in there, so on a cold day it would heat the AdBlue before you
Oh, right, okay.
pumping it round.
So is that a battery drain issue or a...
No, because that'll automatically go off.
Oh, right,
That'll
okay.
stop once it's come back out, maybe another 10 seconds.
Yeah.
It'll stop.
So I'm just wondering if my linkage would go on there.
Yeah, I think we had a look at that. I mean, there's a chance it will fit. I would have thought they would have kept the bolster holes the same as they evolved the tractor.
It looks similar.
Yeah.
It does look similar, so...
So it's a 4-cylinder tractor in a 6-cylinder wheelbase.
Yeah.
But because they've been quite clever with the caster angles,
Right.
you still get a nice tight lock.
Yeah.
So that it's actually, on paper, as tight a lock as the old short 4-cylinder Maxxum.
Yeah.
And then they went to a uniform platform. The beauty of a longer wheelbase is it rides better down the road, so you don't get so much bounce. If you've got anything on the rear linkage, carries your weight a bit better as well.
Yeah.
And any tillage work, if you might do in the future, it helps power onto the front wheels.
Okay.
So you've got still the benefits of the shorter 4-cylinder for turner's circle, but then the benefits of the 6-cylinder for power and comfort.
Yeah.
And sorry, power transmission to the ground and comfort.
Right. Is it
Big
good?
cab, same like we said before, same as the Puma cab.
Yeah,
Plenty
so
of
this...
dog space.
That's very important, that is. So... Oh,
Big passenger seat, all bit of storage.
yeah, my desk.
That's all right, your mobile office.
So,
Yeah.
and also my linkage for my hedge trimmer goes on there as well. So,
Okay. Yeah.
so I've actually got it screwed to the back of that. It fits on there.
Oh right. Fair
Lovely.
enough.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
So very similar to the tractor you tried at the depot,
Yeah.
the 150 inside. Mechanical spools, electric hitch, electric four-wheel drive and diff lock, electric PTO engagement. That's a soft start engagement. So if you
On here.
so
Yeah.
gently put the power in, even with revs on.
Yeah.
Economy in 540 as well.
Yeah, I need that. So that's for just chucking air around. You don't need, and even
The hedge cutter, yeah.
even the hedge cutter, you don't really need that all that power. So
Yeah. Nice air seat as yours has got. Obviously cab suspension, front axle suspension.
yeah.
The cab suspension will make the cab sit a little bit higher than your old tractor.
Yeah, we'll have to see if it'll go underneath the bar. The bar. Yeah, that acids
Hang on,
test.
let me see if there's any scratches. Right, there's no
Yeah,
scratches yet.
being as this is somebody's tractor.
Yeah,
So
we kindly borrowed this off Dan Partridge.
Yeah, thank you, Dad.
Cheers,
So,
Dan.
yeah, yeah. Okay.
So what I was wondering, whether you fancied doing a bit of a park it next to your old tractor,
Yeah, yeah.
just sort of
Yeah,
down a few measurements and doing a bit of a comparison.
If I go and grab my keys, we're just doing a little test, comparing turning circles, new for old. No squashing me cones. Very valuable, those cones, mind. Yeah. That's the new one. So the objective of this exercise is to really compare manoeuvrability of my old girl, the MXU, and compare it to manoeuvrability of the 125.
small wheels.
Well, you think I got an unfair advantage? Right, someone else could drive that round there then. Right, okay. He had a point to prove, didn't he? Yeah, all right. That's because my tyres are worn down, that's what it is. You've got new tyres on yours. Yeah.
We can form the dancing diggers, the dancing cases.
Oh, okay.
Your neighbours will be wondering what we're doing.
My neighbours are always wondering what I'm doing. So.
So,
Yeah, actually that surprised me because that is significantly bigger
yes.
and turns significantly tighter. Well, I don't have the, what's the name, mud guards on here, so, and I have never altered the stoppers.
Yeah.
So
I mean, you could see we were near enough a tractor
width.
tighter.
Yeah.
So if this goes everywhere it needs to,
Yeah.
that one's going to do better.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the hope.
Can't argue with that, can I?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Do you want to?
It's the same cab frame.
Yeah, it is exactly the same, isn't it?
Look, I'll pull it up next to it, and we'll just look at the wheelbase as well.
Actually, got shadow that side. Is this where you say mine's bigger than yours?
Power and speed.
Yeah. So, what's it good? I reckon I think that'll still go under the roof right there.
Yeah.
The aerial touches going in on mine.
Yeah.
But we might, well, there's a few of us here, just stick him in down the shed and just see.
Sight it up.
Well, we've got plenty of eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
That's okay. Yeah, I mean, obviously you're sitting on bigger wheels,
Yeah.
so for road work it's going to be more comfortable.
Yeah. More suspension.
Bigger wheels to absorb the potholes and a bit more tyre to take the banks out.
Yeah.
And then if you're doing any cultivation work, stability with your hedge cutter on,
Yeah.
you've got a bigger wheels, bigger footprint, but in a
Yeah.
tighter.
Poor little Castrol's going to look lost on the back of there, isn't it?
You'll be on top of the job.
Might have to buy a bigger edge trimmer.
Yeah.
So.
We can arrange that. I think that comes from us, didn't it?
It did, yeah, it did come from you. 2006, that was.
So back end, similar size lift rams.
Yeah. I had the oversized rams put on there because I think he came with 20 mil as standard.
Yes, the small ones.
And then they offered me, oh, do you want 80 mils? And it was one of those little sweeteners of.
Oh, right.
And I said, yeah, all right. But actually, for me, it was a mistake because they take longer to lift.
Okay, yeah.
So just slower.
Because this has probably got a gear pump. This, I imagine, will be like an 80-litre gear pump.
Right.
Where you need to rev to get your hydraulic speed. That one will have a 150-litre load sensing pump.
Right.
So as it needs the power, it needs a hydraulic flow, it'll automatically swash the pump.
Yeah.
Without needing to put revs on.
Yeah. Okay.
A lot quicker.
Yeah. Well,
nice LED light package as well. Not that we all want to be working through the night, but there is time.
not if we can help it.
No.
No. But,
yeah, we can go and sight it out round the shed. If
let's do that. Do you want to bring it round? Someone bring it round, and I'll go and. I might have to move the skid steer a minute just to make sure we can get in there. The acid test. Will it go under the roof? Yeah, go about that much. Literally, go about that much. That's a bonus. I haven't got a...
That's the second
second acid test. So I thought it would. The T7, I didn't think would. He'd been a bit taller, but yeah.
So yeah, probably no need to have like a low cab option, then the high cab with the LED lights and a bit more.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, you can see I've got the brackets, next bracket up.
Oh,
I could actually lift him up 10 inches without any real hardship.
Yeah.
And I've already broken that beam once. So yeah, well, I didn't want it. I couldn't see the dog.
No.
And I couldn't see the dog, and at the end of the day, the dog's more important than a piece of timber. So
yeah, the timber came out of nowhere.
It just leapt out in front of me. The swine. So yeah. Okay. She's pretty. Mind you, they've all been pretty. Everything I've looked at's been quite pretty.
It's amazing actually how many people buy something just with the heart, as in if they look at it and they like the look of it. That it could have whatever spec on paper, but sometimes you just got to like the way it looks, haven't you?
Oh, I think to me what's on paper counts most, and the look is a benefit.
Fine. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I might get a tape measure out later on and just measure the distance between those and those.
Yeah.
And that on there, and yeah, because it would be handy if it would fit over.
Yeah. So if you snow ploughing and post ramming mainly, is it?
Yeah. So snow. The fact the council on to me now saying, "Are you signed up for this year's snow plough?" And I have to say yes.
Yeah.
I can't say no. So if I change my tractor before Christmas, whatever I have, it's got to have front linkage.
Fine.
So
yeah, I've got a tape measure in the truck if you want to look at it now.
Can do. Yeah. Have a look at it and see if it go on there. So I know he's a bit higher than mine on the front, but whether I'd have to adjust the snow plough for that. But then the link arms have come down low enough anyway, so.
Yeah, they've got a fair distance to travel, I would have thought, for that.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, grab your tape measure, we'll have a look.
So we've got 9 and 5, so it's a 9 to 5 tractor.
9 to 5 tractor? Oh, we don't do 9 to 5, we're farmers, don't you know?
And then this will be, oh dear, I think you've got another 9 to, I think yours is already a 9 to 5.
Oh, is it? No, we're going to deny that.
Yeah, there's, well there you go then, so yours is a 9 till 9.
Oh, is it?
But there's another hole.
Oh, underneath?
9 to 5ers.
Oh, right.
So you got your arable farmer hole, or your beef farmer.
Are you saying that my tombstone's bigger than that tombstone?
You've won that competition. You've got the bigger turning circle.
Yeah.
And the bigger holes.
Yeah, not sure if I want to be proud of that. So
I'd be pretty sure, looking at that will swap straight over.
Yeah.
Just look at the width. 46 and a half. 46 and a half.
Look at that. Okay. Well, that's a potential saving, isn't it?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's going to devalue your one very much.
No.
So I think we'd be able to stick at the value on that.
Yeah.
And then, it means you've got that one for your snow ploughing, your ramming.
And I haven't got to spend £2,500 on another.
There you go. Yeah.
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 All I need is a bit of paint on there to make it look pretty again, and then no one would ever know.
In fairness, if and when it ever happened, we'd obviously get it all painted back up and.
Oh, all right.
When it was swapped over, yeah.
You say all the right things, don't you? Yeah. You say all the right.
Boys will make that look like new.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Right. Yeah. That does look a bit. Considering it lives indoors and not outside.
Yeah, it's just the nature of sort of older red paint.
Yeah.
Newer pigment stuff, they've actually...
On some T-cut on there, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly, the old T-cut. But yeah, the newest stuff, they've actually, I think, done a lot with the paint. The way the old ones used to go.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay. Well, I got a bale of a trailer of bales to bring back later on. So
Do a test drive.
yeah, so I'm going to drive it over there empty. So I'll have the road manners empty.
Yeah.
And then I'll drive it back with the trailer loaded all wrong.
Oh, fine.
So I've got 16 big bales of silage on there, but I got too much weight in front of the axles. I already know that because
Oh,
I bought the last trailer back like that.
Yeah.
And the Massey was like,
I see.
so so I already know it's going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should have loaded the top layer back a little bit, but I wasn't thinking about that. So, but it would be interesting to see how this handles because it's bigger than the Massey.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I reckon that'll probably soak it up
I would like to think
better.
So. Yeah.
So just because of the mass of the thing. So
Yeah.
right, cup of tea.
Oh, sounds good, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
cup of tea.
A bit too early for a cider, isn't it?
Just a bit.